is there was a family whose father died from coronavirus, and his wife is also at this hospital, and unfortunately her prognosis has become poor because she would require intubation as well. So the wife was on my team, so I was responsible for her. Her husband was in the intensive care unit, and unfortunately he had passed last night. The family was aware of it, and then his wife's condition started to deteriorate, and because of that, I informed the family that she was deteriorating and whether they would want us to proceed with intubation or to proceed with chest compressions if needed. And after, I had an hour-long conversation with the family, which is understandable, and honestly it was heartbreaking because it was a brother and sister, and they had just been told the terrible news that their father died of coronavirus. But in addition to that, I had to tell them that their mom, who was hospitalized, was taking a turn for the worse, and they had to unfortunately make a decision as to whether they wanted us to resuscitate her, because unfortunately the mother, she had altered mental status, so she could not speak on behalf of herself. So they were in shock, and I was sitting down and over the phone, and that was another sad thing. They cannot come to the hospital because it's not safe for visitors to come. So the last time they saw both of their parents was bringing them into the emergency department, and then the only form of communication that they would have is a phone call or FaceTime that we would arrange for them. So it was just a very sad situation that they did not see their family, either of their parents, they've been in the hospital for about a week, and now we're calling them saying that one of their father died, and now their mother is unfortunately about to pass away unless further intervention would be done, which also didn't guarantee that she would survive. So I explained the worst news that anybody could hear during this time, but what really was poignant to me is after I explained all of that and was the bearer of bad news, the brother and sister told me, "Doctor, God bless you." They said, "God bless you, doctor, for being in the front lines and taking care of those in true need. God bless you." It was just so, it still shakes me to my core in that I have been the bearer of bad news. I have told them that not only did their father pass away, but their mother would pass away. And despite me, I felt like the Grim Reaper, honestly, and in telling them that, they were still so thankful and had goodness and kindness in their hearts to say, "God bless you and thank you." And that is why I wanted to be a doctor, in that I can, even though the outcomes are not the best, I can still be there to help someone during their time of need. And unfortunately, I can't give the best outcomes or the best treatment or even any treatment at all, but the fact that I somehow could be of service to them in their time of need, it makes this all worthwhile. It gives my heart a reason to beat. So with that note, that was a great way to end my shift, even though I gave them the worst news, but they still said thank you. And it made me realize, in being a doctor, no matter what kind of doctor you are, whether you're a dermatologist, medicine, surgeon, you get to be someone's guidance. And it's not just doctors, nurses, PAs, everyone in the health field has the opportunity of being guidance for someone. But not even just guidance, has the opportunity of helping. It really comes down to that, helping someone in their time of need. And I know it's cliche, but it makes it so worth it. which is a crazy thing to say because we are in the heart of the pandemic, in the epicenter of the epicenter in New York City, 2020, coronavirus. But despite all of the craziness and the darkness and the uncertainty that's happening, not only in the States, but in the world, and it is affecting every single person in this world, it's still, I'm still so thankful that I can be able to help. Pure and simple, I am very thankful. So with that said, I need to get back to my shift, because this pager is going to go off in a second at the start of my shift, so I have to be ready when it calls, and I hope that I can help the next person, and I really hope that the next person that I speak to, I can give them good news. So with that, I will sign off. Bye.